Hi guys, I'm here with Bill Poulos from Profits Run, who is releasing a new product called Profit Caster that both Casey and I are really excited about. So thanks for being here with us, Bill.
Okay, Nathan, my pleasure.
All right, so I just want to go through quickly here and ask some of the questions that we got from our subscribers for you. The first one is, what makes the system different than other signal services that people see online that don't work?
Well, this one works. Here's what's different. This is a dynamic trade alert software that analyzes the market activity as it occurs and adjusts accordingly. Because if you just take a cookie cutter approach and try to apply it to any market, that's where you run into trouble. So this software is dynamic. It analyzes what's going on in the here and now market and adjusts accordingly. It's very powerful in that regard. That's what gives you the edge.
Okay. Well, is it for swing trading, intraday trading, or scalping?
Yeah, well, it's swing trading. The definition of swing trading is you're in and out of a market in a matter of a few bars. You're trying to swing trade in and out. Whether you're trading daily bars, hourly bars, 5-minute bars, doesn't matter. That's what you're doing. You're in and out in a handful of bars. So we're swing trading. Specifically, though, the software analyzes daily candles
Okay.
and hourly candles, those two time frames, so that, if you're a day trader, you can look at the hourly candles and the alerts that come from that. Or if you're an end of day trader, you look at the daily candles. So you got the best of both worlds.
Gotcha. Okay, we had a few questions from people overseas wondering if their time zone would affect their ability to use the signal service at all.
No, not at all. As most people know, Forex is 24-hour, 5 days a week kind of market. So it's always active. So regardless of where you are in the world, it really doesn't matter. If you're an end-of-day trader, the markets go quiet from about 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that gives you a 5-hour window to go ahead and analyze the trade alerts that the software generates and place your trades. So if it's evening or morning or wherever it is for you in the world, you got a 5-hour window to do that. If you're an hour by hour day trader, you can look at the markets, anytime, Monday through Friday, 24 hours, not a problem.
Okay, kind of along with the ability to trade anytime, a few questions asked, if they're working 9 to 5 jobs, are they still able to use the signal software?
Yeah, that's why we offer the end-of-day daily bar option for those people, and that includes a lot of people. I mean, most people cannot spend the time it takes to day trade, and they don't have to. You can trade the end-of-day candles and do extremely well so doing, and all that requires is, once you get the hang of it, less than 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
During that 5 window that I was talking about. So no problem at all there.
Okay, another question that I kind of relate with this one is, with signal services, a lot of times people have the issue of if they miss the signal 5 minutes later, it's already too late to get into the market. How does that work as far as the Profit Caster software is concerned?
Yeah, well, especially if you're trading the daily bars or daily candles, that is not an issue. I'm referring back to that 5-hour window. You generally have up to 5 hours to get your trade on because the markets are quiet during that time of the day. And so no urgency there. You got plenty of flexibility. On the hourly candles, yeah, you've got to be, available within the hour to place your trade by definition. So there you've got to be available when that hourly candle closes. You've got about 5 or 10 minutes thereafter to get the new order in or adjust your stops or profit targets or whatever. So that's a much more rigorous approach.
Okay, well, what pairs does this software trade?
The six standard pairs plus the Euro British pound and Euro Japanese yen pairs.
Okay, great.
The six standard pairs are the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar yen, dollar Canadian, and dollar Swiss franc.
Gotcha. Now, one of the big things with ProfitCaster is the word new. Everyone's saying, it's new, it's new. What is actually different about it than, say, a formal signal service that Profits Run has released?
This one is different in a couple of ways. One, it's, as I said earlier, it's dynamic in nature. It's analyzing the market action as it occurs, for one thing, and that's a new feature. It's a breakthrough feature. Second, it's a highly visual trading experience. The trailer software identifies the trade setups with highly visible triangles. And these are not your standard technical analysis triangles, not at all. These are proprietary, new triangles that respond dynamically to the market. So you're going to see on your charts, when there's a setup, you're going to see a highly visible triangle. You're going to see a green triangle for a long setup, a red triangle for a short setup, and you're going to see exactly on that same chart where the entry price is, the initial stop, and the profit targets to scale out of the trade in 2 steps. So it's all visual, as opposed to looking at a signal page.
Right.
It's a lot of data.
Yeah.
So it's a exciting new way to view these alerts. It takes the numbers and makes them visible. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so it's basically a signal service and then some. It has a little extra. It's not just data being sent to you. I think that's a big benefit. What are your goals in terms of profitability for a system like this? A lot of people ask, is it a get-rich-quick system?
Yeah, it's not a get-rich-quick system because there is no such thing. Anyone that tells you that you can open a $500 account, and turn it into $10,000 in 90 days is just simply not being honest. Or anyone that tells you they've had 50 winning trades in a row is simply not being honest. Or anyone, that tells you that the reward to risk ratio is 4 to 1, and you can hit it out of the park every time is not being honest. That kind of stuff is a bunch of nonsense. And it's aimed at beginning traders who know better.
Right.
We run away from that kind of stuff. What we offer is a realistic look at the market, realistic tools, professional tools that give you an edge, and that if you apply the discipline that's necessary and the risk management principles that we teach you, along with this software, you do have the opportunity to do very, very well.
Awesome. Okay.
But
go ahead.
We will have trades, and that just comes with the territory, as any experienced trader knows.
Right.
The key is to come out ahead over a series of trades, and that's what we do.
Great. That's a great way to put it. I think that the misconceptions in Forex trading are bad, if not dangerous, for the majority of people trying to trade these markets. Okay, so one of the big questions is, how much money do I need to use the system? What is it actually going to cost me to make it worth my while?
Yeah, it depends on your point of view. There's an old joke, the best way to make a small fortune in the markets is to start off with a large fortune. And, it's sad but true. And here's the basis for that little joke. Too often people will try to learn how to trade with a big account. They're going to go whole hog in, not really testing themselves. You know, the method could be terrific, but they make mistakes, and they cut the process. They're not doing it right, and they end up losing money. Now, the best way to deal with that is you start off with a small account. Even if you can trade a larger account, you start off with a small account and get your feet on the ground. And once you've proven to yourself you got a handle on it, and it's not that hard. I mean, really, you and I both know it's not that hard. But you got to spend a little bit of time and get your feet on the ground, get the mechanics down, and then you can trade your larger account. Okay, but for someone who does not have the opportunity for a larger account, you can start with $500 and trade micro lots. In Forex, you know, you can trade standard lots, mini lots, micro lots. $500 account can trade micro lots. And you can learn a great deal in the process. Now, you're not going to turn that $500 into $10,000, as I said, anytime soon. But you're going to learn how to trade. And then when the money comes, you'll be able to ratchet it up big time, and you'll know what you're doing in the process. I would say, you know, our typical student, a Forex student, would have a $5,000 account, $10,000. Some have a $100,000 account, but with a $5,000 account, well, you can start nailing it down pretty well.
Gotcha. Okay, and along with that, of course, a big question everyone gets excited about when a product is coming out is how much is it going to cost them to get their hands on this software?
Right. So, as I said, this is a serious trading, professional trading tool. So, I can tell you it isn't going to cost $97. Now, just think about that for you beginners and even folks that have been around a while. Do you honestly think that someone's going to hand you a trading tool that has the opportunity to make a great deal of money for $97? No, they're not.
Right.
Okay. So you can buy those $97 things all day long, and I wish you well, but you know you're going to be disappointed. So it isn't going to cost $97. It's going to cost more than that. I don't know yet what the price point is. We are testing that. We've spent a great deal of money developing this software, over $100,000. So, I mean, that gives you some idea of our commitment on this. So, you'll learn about the price here shortly as we go through the launch process.
How many trades can someone expect to make per day using the software, say if they're using the hourly system?
Yeah, if you're using the hourly system, you're going to get out of those 8 pairs, you know, you're going to get a handful of trades every day.
Okay.
On the average, not every day. I mean, some days the markets are just simply not worth trading, and you'll get no trades. So this is not about, you know, generate 5 trades a day, no matter what. This is about only generate the trades when the odds are overwhelmingly in your favor. But I would say on the average, you're looking at a handful every day amongst those 8 pairs. On the daily charts, it's going to be, you know, much less than that. It's going to be a handful per week.
Right.
You're trading daily bars.
Okay, great. Another question that we got a lot from our subscribers is Bill putting his own personal capital into these trading systems?
Oh yeah, I absolutely look at everything we develop in terms of how will it impact me, because if I'm happy using it, I know the students will be happy using it. So no, absolutely, we're not you know, in the mode of churning stuff out that we have no confidence in. So, yes, in fact, the story here is on this one in particular is I really did not intend to turn this into a product, and I ginned this up. I'd had this rolling around the back of my mind for a long time. This dynamic feature of this, what turned out to be the Forex Profit Caster. And so I started trading it, and I really liked it, especially the visual aspect of it. And then I was showing it to some of my buddies, and they started trading it. And one thing led to another, and then we said, you know what, we really got to turn this into a product. So that's how that all came about.
Great. All right, and then I'll get you out of here on this one. Another big question is there a money-back guarantee? Am I safe in go ahead and investing in the Profit Caster?
Yeah, we always do that. We always provide a money-back guarantee, and we do it for a couple of reasons. One, we want the students to be comfortable with the product. If you're not comfortable with it, if it's not helping you, then you should get your money back. Usually what happens, though, is for folks that ask for their money back, is they either were not serious about a commitment to their success in the first place, or some other life event occurred that got in their way. But regardless, we give them a 60-day look at the software, and we have every confidence in doing that because most of our students love it and stick with it and want more. In particular, the weekly webinars that we offer to be sure everybody gets up to speed as soon as possible. That's a huge benefit that we provide. And we're going to do that again with Forex Profit Casters, so that any questions anybody has, they can ask live, get answers immediately on those weekly webinars, and just helps them build confidence in the tool very, very quickly.
All right, Bill. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, going out of your way for our subscribers especially. Me and Casey are really excited about the Profit Caster. We're even thinking about pairing some of our tools with it to see what we can come up with. So we're really looking forward to it, and really appreciate your time.
All right, great. Pleasure talking to everybody, and good trading to one and all.
All right, thanks again.